This video is brought to you and powered by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, home of the fastest payouts in the industry and a match bonus of 150% on your first three deposits for up to $2,000. Bet responsibly. What's going on, Washington Commanders Nation? It's your boy Rio Robinson, and we're back with the latest and greatest on the Rambling with Rio YouTube channel, where we ramble about the Washington Commanders. It's game day, baby. It is Monday, September 23rd, and Washington's going to the jungle tonight. Going to rumble in the jungle with the Cincinnati Bengals, the 0-2 and heavily favored 8.5-point favorite Cincinnati Bengals tonight. We are the final game of week 3, and what a season we are on to right now in 2024. The parity is at an all-time high. The league is at its most unpredictable times, and the division through 3 weeks looks like the NFC East that I know and love, meaning there is no runaway candidate 3 weeks through the season right now. The Eagles, it took them all of 60 minutes to win that game versus the Saints yesterday, and boy, do they not look great doing so. Jalen Hurts, his play has been erratic. His accuracy has waned all season. Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, they lost another game. They got waxed by the Baltimore Ravens. Don't let that score make you think it was a close game. It was not, and the Ravens didn't even bring their best stuff yesterday. And the New York Giants, they got on the board with the rest of the NFC East and got them their first W of the season. Up in Cleveland yesterday, Malik Neighbors put on an absolute fucking show. And to close out the week for the league and the division, Washington is going to Cincinnati tonight. And this is the final injury report per Nikki Jabwala. Cleveland Farrell, our only edge rusher capable of getting sacked. Our only player capable of getting sacks through the first 2 weeks of the season. He is out tonight. So expect to see a heavy dose of Jamin Davis and 7th-round pick and one of Dan Quinn's favorite, John Baptiste. He's going to get a lot of time tonight. He's going to get a lot of clock. We got to get after Joe Burrow. It's the most important thing. It's the only thing tonight. I believe that we could do enough to limit Chase Brown and Zach Moss in the backfield. If not, we have much bigger concerns. But the priority tonight is getting to and making Joe Burrow's life miserable, hard, and not letting him pick us apart, because if we don't, he's going to go for 400 plus yards and 3 or 4 touchdowns, because this is a top 3 quarterback in the NFL. Jerzon Johnny Newton's going to play. Pretty much the only people out are Cleveland Farrell and possibly Emmanuel Forbes Jr., who's questionable for tonight. I never thought I'd miss Emmanuel Forbes until I saw Michael Davis play cornerback in week 2. But splint that shit up and get out on the field, nigga. We need you. It's Monday night. It's Jamar Chase. It's T. Higgins. We need some bodies out on that football field. Dorrance Armstrong, Brandon Coleman, Quan Martin, and Benjamin St. Juste, thank God, are a go. We are good on that part. The Bengals are without a few people, Sheldon Rankin and B.J. Hill on the inside of that defensive line. They're going to have to be led by Trey Hendrickson, one of the best and most slept-on edge rushers in the league up front. Von Bell, their safety, may not play. Chris Jenkins, it seems like every defensive tackle on the Bengals roster is a little banged up. And we're looking at the season debut of T. Higgins. T. Higgins is going to go versus Washington tonight. And of course, because everybody finds a miraculous cure to all ailments when Washington pops up on the schedule. But I wouldn't want it any other way. I wouldn't want it any other way. I want Cincinnati at full strength. I want the smoke. I want the bump. I need it, because everybody's counting us out in this game tonight. And why not go up there and shock some folk? It has been a upset-riddled season through 3 weeks right now. The Steelers are 3-0 with Justin Fields at quarterback. The Vikings are 3-0 with Sam Darnold at quarterback. The Seahawks are 3-0. Their win totals predictions on the year from Vegas were 8.5, 6.5, 7.5. They've already about half that in 3 weeks of play. Parity is at an all-time high, and this Cincinnati Bengals team, they bullshit through September every season. So if Washington was ever going to catch the Cincinnati Bengals slipping, tonight is the night. Tonight is the motherfucking night. They're going to be in their blackout. All the fans are going to be wearing black as the team is, because their fans listen when they call out for shit like that. But I ain't going to be petty right now. We're going to the jungle. We're going up against Joe Burrow. It is the LSU Heisman Trophy Winner Bowl. They got one, so do we. We packed that thing on us too. Jaden Daniels won a Heisman at LSU as well. And it's his first national showcase for Jaden Daniels. The first nationally broadcasted NFL game of the career of JD5. And he turns up in big games. Go back to his college career if you don't believe me. And I think he's going to be ready for it. I don't know if you guys saw ESPN's Scott Van Pelt, who was a DMV representative to the end. He interviewed Jaden Daniels, and the guy he just exudes of star charisma. But it's time to put some shit. It's time to put some shit on the board. It's time to get in the end zone through the air. First passing touchdown of Jaden Daniels' career to Terry McLaurin tonight. I'm speaking it into existence. Big game for Terry McLaurin on a big stage. It's time. Unleash the beast. But the main idea of tonight, do whatever it takes to keep the ball out of Joe Burrow's hands. Time of possession. Run the ball, short passes, stay in bounds, kill the clock, keep the fucking ball away from Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. And we got to get to him. We got to disrupt. John Allen, Daron Payne, it is your time to shine. Show up. It is Monday Night Football. The whole world is watching. Your defensive coordinator singled out 4 players that are playing Commanders' violent style of football that he anticipates. Neither of y'all were one of them. He said it was the 2 linebackers, Quan Martin and Benjamin St. Juste. I need y'all to take that personally. I need y'all to take it personally. Take it personally. Act as if he called you out specifically. Do what Michael Jordan used to do. Even when it wasn't about you, it was about you. They doubt you. Now show up on a big stage. It don't got to be sacks. Tackle for loss. Constant disruption. Fuck shit up for Joe Burrow, because if he's comfortable, we don't stand a chance, and it's going to be bombs over Baghdad like the night Drew Brees broke the passing record versus the Redskins long time ago. I know y'all remember that night. They were raining deep balls on us like it was nothing. It's going to be that if we don't get to Joe Burrow tonight. I think we're going to give them a game. I think we're going to show up, and I'm predicting a 23-20 Washington W. Am I probably going to be wrong? Sure. Am I going to look stupid? You see our graphic when we all made our picks this week. I'm the only fucking person that stood out on a limb and picked Washington, and I'm okay with that. Pulling out my katana like Jon Snow. Battle of the Bastards edition. It's me versus the world. I believe we can beat this team tonight because Cincinnati be bullshitting in the month of September. They don't start really gearing up to a playoff run to around Halloween, and I think Washington is going to come out ready to play and prepared, and I think we're going to see the best of Jaden Daniels' abilities tonight versus Joe Burrow. I think he wants the bragging rights. I think he wants to show out on Joe on a national stage. I don't think they're really warm with each other. I don't think Joe Burrow and Jaden really rock with each other like that. So why not go out there and show him up on a national stage? Let's get it, y'all. I think we got a shot in this game tonight. And most people, the majority, if not all, are going to pick Cincinnati, and they're going to pick Cincinnati to win big in this game tonight. But I think we just need to be opportunistic on the defensive side of the ball. We need to establish the run, and we need to get the fucking ball to our playmaker, to Terry McLaurin. He needs to get the ball in his hands. He needs to see over 60, 70 yards of production, and he needs to find pay dirt tonight. Cam Taylor-Britt over there talking reckless, and deservedly so. Through 2 weeks, Cam Taylor-Britt is the number 1 rated cornerback in this league. Caught one of the nastiest interceptions I've ever seen. One hand fingertip Odell Beckham style last week versus the Kansas City Chiefs. He's on a rookie tour of shitting on and downplaying the impact of rookie. Before the Chiefs game, he said, Xavier Worthy can run a straight line. He's fast when he runs a straight line. He don't do shit on Sunday. And he said, Jaden Daniels is not asked to do anything in that college-style, basic-ass offense. And I'm not mad at him for saying that. He can say whatever he wants to. He's one of the top rated corners in this league. He had 4 picks last year. He's a dog. He's a dog. And I want more dogs like that on my football team who will go out on a limb. But at the same time, the other side of that sword is that can create bulletin board material. And I saw Cliff's face when they asked him about that shit. And he looked like, okay, bet. College offense, bet. Stop it. Stop it then, motherfucker, because our offense has been effective. We just haven't been executing. We haven't been hitting on all cylinders, and we left some opportunities on the field, and those opportunities are going to be seen, and they're going to be hit on a more consistent basis the more our young kid quarterback gets reps. He's been the most pressured quarterback in the league through 2 weeks, and has still not turned the ball over yet. He may turn the ball over tonight, but I expect to see, passing-wise, the best Jaden Daniels we've seen thus far, and the most efficient. I like our chances tonight. I'm picking Washington in primetime, 23-20. Let's get rid of our primetime woes of the past, just like we got rid of our Giants woes of the past last week. Let's keep the streak going, and then let's go down to the desert in first place in the NFC East with a 2-1 record. The Eagles look beatable. There's a chink in the Dallas armor. The New York Giants are the New York Giants. The NFC East looks like the NFC East we all know and love that will not be decided till around the 17th or 18th week of the season. Let's go out there, get us a W, and let's be right in the fucking mix a quarter way through the season. 23-20, Washington Commanders. 1 Jaden Daniels passing touchdown. 1 Brian Robinson rushing touchdown. And 3 field goals, 23-20, and Jamar Chase gets his shit off. Joe Burrow absolutely has a good game through the air, but they only end up getting in the end zone twice tonight, and Washington comes home with the 23-20 victory, and Jaden Daniels, for the second week in a row, takes us down the field on a game-winning drive, and Austin Cyber takes us home. End of TED Talk. That's what I got. Give me your final predictions. Your boy's going to be going live through the entire game tonight, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Make sure you pull up to the watch party. Come kick it with your boy. Let's come have a heart attack, stress out, and get our blood pressure risen together when Washington and Cincinnati get it in tonight. And it's a doubleheader, so we can start it off with the Jags and Bills game until Washington gets going. That's all I got for right now. Until next time, hail to the Washington Commanders, and make sure you take advantage of BetUS Sportsbook and Casino and their 150% match bonus for your first deposit and 125% on your next 2 deposits. Please bet responsibly and bet now with BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. Until next time, Commander Rio.